everyone, my name's Chris Adams. I'm head of analytics for the USAFL's international program. This video is just designed to give you an idea of how we take stats in during the game. So what I'm going to do is show you how we do it and give you an example. We're going to use a phone. I'm going to use Otter AI, and I'm just going to talk into the phone, and the stats will go into a system. Then we can copy and paste those, put them in a Google form, and then they'll get displayed for the coaches. So the first thing you want to do if you're going to use this system is go to Otter AI. So this is the program that we're going to use to take the voice and turn it into words. So it's otter.ai, and just set up an account. I just hit Google thing and it sets it up. I have this set up on my desktop, but I also have it set up on my phone. And actually, you'll see in a sec that it goes automatically to my phone, which is very nice. You can have it shared with other people. So somebody else, even thousands of miles away, can be watching the stats as they're being generated. The results from all of this are going to be get rid of that. Are going to end up on a screen on this screen. So anybody, our coaches, can go to this screen and they can immediately see a summary of the quarter. Kicks, handballs, basic information, some more complicated stats. We'll talk about that in a minute. And they can also look at a play-by-play. So you can go through, look at a play-by-play. And we're going to record three basic things: the team. We use colors to say which teams we're doing, and then the thing that happened. So free kick, mark, whatever. And we can also record the player, though you don't have to. See, it's not always recorded. So it's one thing that these stats are used for. Another thing it's used for is we can link the play-by-play stats to a video. So let's say we wanted to look at all the handballs, the handballs in the game. On this video, you can actually see two people recording stats. So Ashley here is recording stats. Bex over here is also recording stats using this system. Okay, so I have instructions on how to do it, and as I said, it's going to be three basic things. You're going to first call the team, then you're going to call the action, the thing that happened, and then you don't have to do this, but you can call the player and say number 5 or whoever it is. So let's illustrate with an example. Okay, it looks like we're about to get going. Steve's got the ball, so I'm going to press record. start of quarter, ball up, white tap, number 5, black kick, white mark, black free kick, black kick, black mark, black kick, score, 1 behind, white kick, black punch, out of bounds, throw in, white tap, black free kick, black kick, white mark, number 16, white kick, number 16, out of bounds. And so we have the start of the quarter. One thing you notice here is that we have timestamps. So timestamps are super useful in we can do a couple of things with them. One is we can use it to sync to the video. So the information that's recorded in this sort of play-by-play can get synced to the video, and then we can do automatic editing of the video. So if you can click on the video system and say, I want to see all the kicks, or I want to see everything from player number 19, and it will just do that. And it uses the timestamps. The other thing we can do is I went through how to do it with one person, but we could have 2 people doing calling stats, which we had in that video. We had Ashley doing what I was doing and Bex doing something else, and I'll talk about what he was doing in a second. Okay, so this is the information with the timestamps, and that's coming from recording, and I was actually recording on my phone, and then it was just showing up here. One thing I wanted to show, I did a pretty good job. Five. So it didn't pick up number here, so that information is probably going to be lost because I didn't say number or didn't pick that up. So sometimes, I don't see it here, but sometimes you'll get weird words. So you'll say kick and it will write down cake. There were no handballs in this sequence, but it never gets handballs correct. I was obviously speaking relatively well because it got ball up. But if you see that, don't worry about it, because the way the system works is when you save this transcript into the Google form, it's going to be read by a computer program, and that program will go through and if it sees like something like cake, it will just translate it to kick. If it sees humble, it will translate that to handball. If it sees pull up, we'll translate that to ball up, and it has a whole bunch of those things. It just goes through. It knows more or less what you're talking about, so it just goes through and translates from this uh, Otter AI's speech to text into what we need. The other thing here is there's all sorts of, commas and all sorts of weird stuff. The system doesn't care about any of that stuff. Okay, so let's say we're finished the quarter. Actually, before I want to do that, so you'll notice that I did it in a very particular way. So I called the team first. You can also say ball up out of bounds. So the system is actually looking for the color or ball up out of bounds, things like that, or score. So it's looking for those keywords. And then when it sees those keywords, it says, okay, there's something happened here. So if looking for white, for example, go through, looks for white, says, okay, that's some the white team is going to do something now, looks for the thing that team player did, and it looks for mark, kick, handball, the normal set of things. And then in addition, you don't have to, but in addition, you can say number 5, and hopefully it will pick up number and then actually put that information in as well. So that's if you were doing like a one caller system like I just did. In addition, it's possible to add another caller. So the first caller does exactly the same. It's exactly the same as what I did. The second caller does something a little different. So this was Bex in that example. What they do is they call the position of the ball on the field. So position is all in relation to the light team. So in this case, it was white versus black. So the revolution. So everything is in relation to the positions for the revolution in this case. So you just call the position center back, right half back flank, right wing, right back pocket, fullback, and using the timestamps, these two pieces of information can be related to each other so that I could see that a handball happens in the center, or it can work out things like whether there was a clearance, whether there was a switch, those sorts of stats that the coaches might be interested in. Okay, let's go back to Otter AI. Now I have this. Now I can't copy and paste this, so I have to export it. It's going to export to a clipboard, which is nice. That means I don't really have to do anything. Just hit export, whatever. The text is copied. So now I'm going to go to a Google form. Enter some stuff. Should we save the place? Now, important thing, I can add in the proper names of the teams. Might write, USA Revolution and Canadian Northwind. So notice in the system, I didn't use any of those names. This is me. In the system, I use these names. I use colors because it's easier. So I use white and black. Uh, so the um, stats, once you hit submit, the system automatically reads the results and displays them. So this just gets automatically shown. So if you're a coach and you're looking at this, say at the quarter or the half, um, and the stats have been copied and pasted, then you can just load this and see them immediately. Alternatively, you can go and look for other events and show those. Thanks, everybody. I hope you'll help us out and pick up your phone and uh, either from the stream or if you're actually at one of the games in Toronto, that at the game you do the recording with your phone, and then the coaches can use those stats. If you're interested in doing it, please reach out to me, chris.adams@usafl.com. Thank you.